Man, she's looking good. I mean, the headlight configuration in the Model S looks fantastic. And this wrap, it's coming along nicely. I screwed up a little bit, but I think it'll play into the theme pretty well. We'll see, more to come. I'm hoping to get more of this done by the weekend, but either way, welcome back to another Tesla Talk Tuesday. Welcome back to the Tesla. Welcome back to the channel. My name's Kyle, and let's just jump right into it. So, Tesla reported delivery numbers last week. So they came in a little bit under the 100,000 that Elon Musk was hoping to really push and hit. Came in at 97,000, which is still up from last quarter, but it wasn't what the street analysts, whatever, wanted. The stock dropped a little bit on the news, not too much though. We still have obviously earnings at the end of October, around the 24th, 25th-ish, so we'll see how those go, but not bad. I mean, there's still a backlog of deliveries that they need to make. They're still producing more and more cars. So the real thing is, let's see if they hit the, I think like 360 to 400,000 estimated deliveries by the end of the year. They definitely need to push into the end of the year, but we'll see how that goes. Either way, I don't think it's that big of a problem. It doesn't seem like there's a demand issue, but you know, obviously we'll see how they do on deliveries next quarter. Something I still don't understand is people vandalizing Teslas. They have Sentry mode now, and while they're driving on the road, all the cameras are still recording. You know, people are in parking lots, keying cars, scratching them, denting them, and they just kind of like leave like they're gonna get away with it. I don't know if this is out of spite or if there was some sort of road rage happening beforehand, but either way, you should catch on to the fact that there's cameras all over these cars and they're recording everything you do. Now, the most recent thing that I don't understand is a motorcyclist on the highway while riding drove by a Model 3 and smacked the mirror off. The passenger mirror drove by, hit it, broke the mirror. Now, the Model 3 captured this all on camera, had the license plate, had the rider, had the bike, had everything, and they caught the person. And in certain states, you know, these are more than just like a simple fix the mirror. It could be like some sort of criminal charges to some degree. So yeah, I don't know why people continue to do this, but it's a great feature to have, and I think it's fantastic that people are catching these people doing these things because, well, it really needs to stop. It's absolutely ridiculous, but it's very cool that Teslas are doing this now, and hopefully more and more cars will have this hardware integrated just in general, and well, Tesla's helping to push not only electrification of cars, but better security. So very cool stuff. So I guess the Porsche CEO came out and said that, well, they don't really want to be compared to Teslas. They want to be compared to Porsche. Porsche wants to be compared to Porsche, and well, they feel that they will always be cooler. Now, inherently, people are going to compare them to Tesla because, well, Porsche is really the first true, I guess, luxury performance electric car that's come out, and well, inevitably, they're going to be compared and benchmarked to Tesla, which I would still say has pretty good, if not better, stats. And well, obviously you have, you know, Porsche going around the Nürburgring and not overheating and stuff like that, but Tesla's working on fixing this. But for daily drivability, the cars aren't like overheating and having issues. So I understand where Porsche's coming from, but either way, they're inevitably going to be compared to Tesla, whether or not they like it. Tesla's inevitably going to be compared to Porsche. Elon Musk is definitely going to keep improving the performance specs, and I'm just excited to see where this arms race is kind of going to take both of these companies, and what kind of products we're going to have in the next year, 2 years, 5 years. So either way, I think it's a win for everybody, and they're great cars. Quick question, kind of off topic of Tesla Talk Tuesday and news, but related to my Tesla, so still kind of on topic. Do you guys hear that whining? It's like a high-pitched frequency coming from my car. Now, I noticed that recently, since, well, my car's been in this garage, and at first I thought maybe it was charging and it was just the battery charging. You know, they make weird noise when they're charging and stuff. But right now, it's not charging at all. There's nothing plugged into the charge port. It is kind of warm in here, but like the car's obviously not on. But it's still whining like that. I don't know if that's a problem. I also don't know if it's draining the battery. I don't know what to expect. So if anybody's really familiar with this, or if this is actually an issue that I should bring up and get checked out at Tesla, let me know in the comments. Otherwise, I guess I'm gonna call and ask about it. I'm not really sure. I mean, I'm not too concerned. It's just, it's a little odd. So yeah. Now, in other news, speaking of Teslas, obviously we have Tesla Superchargers, and apparently Lincoln, which I guess is like a luxury brand of Ford. It's under the Ford umbrella, I'm pretty sure. They've essentially knocked off the Superchargers. So there's like an actual, it looks almost exactly like a Supercharger, but it's more like silver and blue, looks more luxurious like Lincoln or something, but it's clearly a knockoff of Tesla Superchargers. And well, it is interesting, and I don't think that's a bad thing. Like, Tesla has kind of set the bar, the standard for, you know, long distance travel, charging speeds, charging infrastructure. And well, if Lincoln wants to go after that, go for it. Just kind of like Porsche came out with their the Taycan recently. You know, every company out there is I think, or it needs to strive to be like Tesla. I think they've killed it in the electrification of car segment. So, you know, Lincoln coming out with this clear knockoff, not a bad thing. I'm just curious to see, you know, how much they implement themselves, how much of a charging infrastructure they are able to establish, and well, what they're able to further do with this, and what kind of technology they're using as well. Like, will these chargers be available on other cars? Is it going to be sort of a proprietary charging network just like Tesla has? So I think this is a very interesting industry, and it's always neat to see what's coming out next. And last but not least, apparently there was a Model 3 spotted in China at Gigafactory 3, and well, there's like a little test track at that Gigafactory, and well, obviously people are going to assume that it could potentially be a Model 3 that was produced in China at the Gigafactory there. So if it is, that is very neat, because it means more and more Model 3s will probably slowly be produced from that Gigafactory. Better margins for Tesla themselves. They don't have to import or export from the US, import to China, pay any fees or tariffs or whatever. So better for their business model as well. And need to see that they're going to start producing cars in another country other than the US. So it'll be very interesting to see how quickly they're able to ramp up production at Gigafactory 3. I wonder when or if they will start making Model S's and X's there. Either way, very interesting to see this happening, and the progress that they've made on Gigafactory 3 this year is pretty incredible. All right, well, I think that's going to wrap up Tesla Talk Tuesday for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please consider liking and subscribing, but until next time, thanks for watching.